In this video, we're going to be going over a very simple strategy that you can start using today to become instantly profitable. See, most traders forget that simplicity inside of trading actually equals profitability. A lot of people overcomplicate their trading models, which creates a lot of confusion and just resistance inside of getting inside of trades. When you simplify your model, when you simplify your trading plan, it actually equals profitability. And this strategy is something that's very super duper simple that I use on stocks that literally prints money, and it's very easy to use, and I'm gonna start trading it more. Now I'm going to show you guys the same thing in futures, but I particularly really like it when trading stocks. And what am I talking about? What strategy do you possibly think I am talking about? It is not supply and demand. It's not ICT. It's not anything overcomplicated. It's simply a break and retest. Break and retest is literally so profitable when we're talking about when trading it with specific stocks. So what specifically am I looking at though? Let me go down here and show you guys an example from Walmart from yesterday. So these two white lines that I have here represent the pre-market. During the pre-market, we can see there is lower volume. There's not as much orders happening inside of the pre-market. All I'm doing is waiting for a break during 8:30 when the whole entire session opens for Walmart. I'm waiting for a break above the pre-market highs because I am bullish, and then a pullback into the pre-market highs that we just broke to show strength. That, along with volume, a little bit of rising volume. This was the open. This was the momentum going on. I'm trying to see a follow through with volume. Shows me that there is strength inside of the stock, and we're probably going to continue on for the rest of the day. Now, I did not trade Walmart on this day, but I did trade it another day, and I caught the same setup, and it went absolutely nuts. So the most important thing here is trading once price breaks above the pre-market highs or lows in the direction you want to go in. But the thing is, with Walmart, there's an actual reason why it's extremely bullish right now and has this skew. I would not be trading it if it was maybe like this, a little bit more rangy in direction. The reason I'm trading Walmart specifically right now, and I traded it the other day, is because they had an actual better earnings report that came out. And since that earnings report, last week and this week, we've been rallying like crazy. So if a lot of you guys trade futures, sometimes you have moves, but you don't really know why it's happening, or the move is a little bit delayed. But I see with specific stocks, when trading stocks, it's a little bit different, where you might have a specific catalyst come out, and the move that happens after that catalyst comes out can last for weeks or days, and you could catch opportunity each and every single day simply. And I also see that with less sessions, it's easier to catch trades. What do I mean by this? Inside of futures, with my strategy, I specifically have to wait for specific sessions to be taken out before getting inside the trade. But in options, there's only the pre-market and the main market. So it's kind of easier for me to see that break and get inside of the trade, because there's only two things for me to look at. It's less for me to analyze, basically. This is another day, and this was the actual trade that I did catch on Thursday on Walmart. The same thing had happened. During 8:30, we see a break. There's always a lot of the times when we are with momentum, there's this huge gap that forms at 8:30. A lot of the times I want to see price either tap back into this gap or reject a little, and I want to see strength. I want to see price building strength and having a whole, I'll call it like a change of character. After price does that during the first hour or during the open, then I wait, get inside the trade and just hold. And the same thing happens. We broke, we retested a little, and then we went. Now, you don't always I don't wait for us to just retest the highs, because sometimes the strength is so strong that we're not coming back down here for literally the rest of the session. But if you just wait for a little bit of a retest and then for price to tell you to get in, then you can hold for the rest of the day. This was another trade that happened on Friday. On Verizon, same thing occurred where we had a break of the pre-market. We retested just a little bit. On this retest, I was looking to get in, or I could have gotten in right here. You could have gotten in on this retest over here, and then price skyrockets for the whole entire day. We did reject a little bit back around 10:30. It's a little bit unfortunate, but you still would have caught a large proportion of this entire move. And that's literally what matters. You know, I've noticed that with options, literally, if I could just get a push for a little bit and capture maybe 25%, I'm literally good, because I can move my stop to break even, and then we're technically profitable for the day. And that's really just what matters when trading momentum. I'm a momentum trader. Like, I like when price has a lot of momentum compared to other types of price action. This type of price action is very easy for me to catch trades, or is easier for me to catch trades on. This does work in the futures market, but I would only trade this during New York. If I was to trade, I don't trade the break and retest inside of the futures market like I do inside of the options. Well, I do in a way. So if we're trading this break and retest, I would have to wait for different confluences. I'll combine it with what I've said in previous videos of accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Why? Because our distribution phase is basically like a break and retest. Once we break above both London high, Asia high, we can wait for a retest from price and then get in and then go higher. That retest can be supply and demand, whatever you want to call it. It's a retest from price to be able to get in and then go for higher prices. But I would only do that once we have already taken out this liquidity inside of the futures market. This is YM I'm looking at right now. Same thing on this day, same thing happened. We saw this break of Asia, and then we reject during New York, which happened over here. I'm waiting for a retest back in and then sweep higher. Same thing. So we're just adding one extra step by waiting for manipulation to happen first inside the futures market before we then look for the break and retest during New York session. I'm only looking for that break and retest during New York session. So basically that's it for this video. Remember that simplifying your trading model, this is a simple break and retest strategy that you've probably been seeing for forever, and it still works in the right criteria. One thing I will say is trade selection is very important. Look at the types of markets that I've been calling out. Look at how we're moving. I wouldn't be calling out a market like NQ right now because it's extremely choppy. Look at the skew we had on Walmart. Look at the skew we had on Verizon. It's easier to trade breaking retest and these simple strategies on types of markets that move like this. So you want to find markets that move like this and be very selective. Be selective about your markets that you trade, because that's like 70% of the work, and there's, the strategy is just like 20% of it, but the actual market you're trading is very, very important, because we want to find markets that are kind of like broken slot machines in a way, where we're just capturing the overall momentum of the market and just finding a small piece of the move. So that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions, comment down below and I'll make sure to get back to you.